You may be seated. UAM is all about memories, is it not? This is a day that we'll always remember. This will be a benchmark for a lot of years to come. Oh, remember the commencement ceremony that the power went off and it got delayed for an hour? We'll all remember that and carry this memory with us always. Well, good morning. On behalf of the faculty and the staff and the students, I want to welcome you to our 2015 commencement ceremony. My name is Jimmy Yiser. I am the acting chancellor for UAM. For health reasons, Mr. Jay Jones, the interim chancellor, could not be with us today. I have communicated with him yesterday afternoon late, and I know that he was very interested in being here and sharing in this experience with all of us today. I know that at this very moment, his thoughts are with us, and if he were here, he would be the first to say good luck to all of the graduates. And to Jay, we say, get well soon. There's much preparation that goes into a day like today, and I want to recognize and say thank you to our maintenance staff, our registrar and her office, the campus events service staff, and everyone who had a role in preparation for today's program. Now, before we get into the program, there are a few housekeeping items that we need to be sure and get taken care of. We have medical staff on duty at the east side of the foyer. That's the east side right over there. We also have uniformed police officers and members of the athletic staff that are located throughout the building, and they are here to help you in the event that you would need them. There are restrooms that are located, again, on the east side of the foyer. That same corner. It was east a moment ago, and it's still east, okay? And then the last thing I'd say is please turn off or silence your cell phones. So now then, let's move on into the ceremony. Every day life is special, but today is a particularly special day because we get to recognize the accomplishments of our students. And we will be soon recognizing them as they come individually across the stage. But before I do, I'm going to ask Mr. Michael Jones, pastor of the Revival Center in Monticello, to come and offer our invocation. If you will, please stand and remain standing after the invocation and for the playing of the national anthem.
Would you bow your heads, please? Heavenly Father, we take this opportunity to thank and appreciate you for being such a wonderful and awesome God. We dare not take for granted your grace and mercy you've given us this day. Your word teaches us that it is in you we live, move, and have our being. We ask you today to look with favor upon this grand occasion. We lift before you today this great institution, the administration, faculty, staff, and students. And we ask that you preserve and keep us all in the center of your will. Father, we know that in the midst of new beginnings, options, opinions, and uncertainties, that the fact of life assures us of a specific plan. David said that all the days of his life were written in your book before one day had passed. So we ask for your guidance and directions that we may know your plan for our lives. We also ask for special consideration and care for our dear friend Jay Jones and all those suffering from some illness. And this we pray now in Jesus' name, amen.
be seated. At this time, I will introduce some of our guests on the platform. Others will be introduced later during the ceremony. We are pleased to have several members of our Board of Trustees, our Board of Visitors here with us today. This board serves in a very important role. They are an advisory board to this campus, and then they're also an advisory board to the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees in regards to all three campuses, Monticello, Crossett, and McGee's. These members are appointed by the governor, and so I'm going to introduce the ones that are here behind me, and others will be introduced a little later, but hold your applause until I finish with these introductions. Miss Lynn Rogers, Crossett, Arkansas. Miss India Holt, Crossett, Arkansas. And Dr. Betty Gregg, Monticello, Arkansas. UAM is fortunate to have an outstanding administrative staff, a staff who goes well beyond the call of duty on a regular basis. They devote countless hours, if you will, to serving the students, to serving this university, and to serving Southeastern Arkansas and beyond. And so I want to recognize some of the administrative staff at this time. And please hold your applause again until all are recognized. First, Bob Ware, Vice Chancellor of the College of Technology at McGee. Linda Rushing, Vice Chancellor of the College of Technology at Crossett. Jay Hughes, Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs here on the Monticello campus. UAM is fortunate to have some special guests with us here this evening. We have some special guests right over here to my right. And with us today would be Chancellor Emeritus Jack Lassiter and his wife Judy. I think Lisa Gibson may be sitting over there, the wife of Trustee Cliff Gibson, as well as guests of our distinguished alumnus. These individuals are hosted by Debbie Gassaway, our Associate Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration. I'm going to ask the faculty to stand, please. I want to recognize our faculty because these are the people that are responsible for getting many of the students to the point where they're going to be graduating today. Without these very generous people, a number of our students would not be here. So faculty, UAM appreciates what you do. I appreciate what you do. And will the audience and the students help me recognize the faculty? Please be seated. I also want to recognize the two individuals that led the faculty into the field house today. The standard bearer and Dean of the School of General Studies is Dr. Raynell Eubanks. Also, as tradition has it, we have a senior member of our faculty that serves as marshal. Miss Claudia Hartness from the School of Arts and Humanities is our marshal with approximately 46 years of service to UAM. Our herald today is Dr. Robert Ficklin from the School of Forestry and Natural Resources. Recognition of retiring faculty is a bittersweet responsibility. We celebrate their service, but we're sad to see these individuals go. These are colleagues. They've been in the trenches doing so-called warfare with us for years, and we're proud of them. And we want them, of course, we support their movement into this next phase of their lives, and we wish them the very best. Retired in January of 2015 was Linda Chapman. She was with the School of Mathematical and Natural Sciences. She was an instructor of mathematics for 28 years. Retired in January of 15 was Dr. Betty Matthews, School of Arts and Humanities, Professor of English with 47 years of service. Okay, they were unable to be here today, but for the others that I'm about to recognize, if you will please stand. Miss Jean Hendricks, School of Computer Information Systems, Associate Professor of Computer Information Systems with 15 years of service, and she will be retiring this month. Dr. Gene Gullidge, School of Business, Professor of Accounting with 14 years of service, and he will retire in June. Mr. Gary Meggs, Division of Music, Professor of Music with 13 years of service, and he will be retiring in June. Dr. Jim Edson, School of Mathematical and Natural Sciences, Professor of Geology and Director of Turner Neal Museum with 38 years of service. He too will retire later this month. Now, Jim is in the 2 o'clock ceremony, so that's why he is not here to stand at that time. And then Miss Helen Gunner in the library. She's an associate library with 33 years of service, and she will be retiring in September. And we're very, very glad to have all these people in their faithful service to UAM. Collectively, their combined service is 188 years. That's very remarkable. Thank you. Next, I have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Donald Bobbitt. He's our president of the University of Arkansas system. The president of the UA system has responsibilities for 18 different entities within the state, 11 of which are in higher education. These are higher education campuses. Dr. Bobbitt is genuinely interested in students at all of the campuses. He's generally interested in students that want higher education. We've had some exciting times with his leadership, and I look forward to those continuing because I feel confident that there will be the sharing of more system-wide resources, which I believe to be good for UAM. And I think there's also eVersity on the horizon, which will be another opportunity, a new opportunity for faculty and students, and that too, I think, is going to be good for UAM. So Dr. Bobbitt will now bring you greetings.
Thank you, Dr. Yeiser. Let me begin by adding my very warm voice of congratulations to the chorus of many others for your accomplishments and for having arrived at this important milestone in your lives. On behalf of my faculty colleagues across the 18 institutions of the University of Arkansas system, as well as the Board of Trustees represented here by Mr. Cliff Gibson, we want to offer our thanks to you, to your families, your friends, and other important supporters who've helped you to this point in your academic career. I know you'll join me later in thanking them for all they've done to help you and assist you in your education. I'd like to spend just a few minutes remembering the path you took to arrive at this point at this time. It's certainly the road less traveled. Robert Frost captured the essence of this different path in his poem, The Road Not Taken. The last lines are particularly applicable to you. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I want you to know that you're in a very select group today because of the less traveled road that you chose. Less than 28% of Arkansans have any credential from an institution of higher education. I know the road that you chose was not easy, included many challenges and obstacles, and successful completion required perseverance, courage, and indeed initiative. But you know, here you are, you prevailed. Congratulations, for what you have accomplished not only benefits you, it will benefit your family and your community. And in fact, the state will be the ultimate beneficiary because we look to compete in the 21st century, and the education of our electorate is going to be very, very important. I also applaud the very strong sense of personal discipline and initiative it took for you to get here. I know in this room, just statistically, there are many that faced almost insurmountable obstacles. Some of you had to balance the demands of school with the demands of a family. Others had the demands of a job, and some of you had difficult circumstances, including illnesses and other potential setbacks. And yet, in spite of all these obstacles, here you are with a record of accomplishment that places you in the class of 2015. I'm always lifted up at commencements, and this will be the first of about 13 that I have to attend this year because it reminds me of the nature, the indomitable nature of the human spirit. Congratulations and thank you for inspiring me. Veronica Monsilla states that deep understanding of life as we know it today requires a knowledge and thinking skills that transcend traditional disciplines. Your studies here have focused and provided you with a broader view provided by history, philosophy, the arts, the social sciences, in addition to your specific discipline. What you all have in common, what we all have in common, is that before you learned about any one discipline, you learned about them all. Your studies in this wonderful institution have provided you with the opportunity to search for truth, to understand intellectual challenge and honesty, and to be exposed to the very best ideas, both of the past and the present. This is the rich heritage that we all share. One of the great honors of my professional life has been the opportunity to work with and learn from exceptional faculty, such as those assembled before me today. Over the years, it's been very clear to me that for these men and women, their position is not a job, but a calling. And you are the most recent evidence of their commitment to their craft. So I first ask you, please take the time in the days ahead to reflect upon those on the faculty who were instrumental in your education and take the time to let them know how they made a difference. Second, I hope you will remember the help and assistance that brought you to this place at this time, and that you will give back to the University of Arkansas at Monticello as you can to pave the way for those that will follow you. Very few of us can honestly say that we do not stand upon the shoulders of others. Join the Alumni Association, support your alma mater, its programs, and whenever possible with your time, your talents, your service, and indeed your gifts. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity to share today with you. This is indeed a memorable day, and congratulations for a job well done. Our hope for you is that you will find a purpose in life so big and so encompassing that it will challenge your every capacity to be at your best. I know I speak for the entire faculty and administration of this institution when I say we're very proud of your accomplishments to date, but also look forward to learning more about your successes as you leave here to make your mark on your profession and on your society. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2015.
Thank you, Dr. Bobbitt. It's now my pleasure to introduce Trustee Cliff Gibson. Our Board of Trustees is a system-wide board that is appointed by the governor, and they govern all 18 of the entities within the University of Arkansas system, and each appointee has responsibilities and serves for 10 years. Today we have Trustee Cliff Gibson III of Monticello with us. Mr. Gibson was appointed by the board, was appointed by Governor Mike Beebe to the board. And Mr. Gibson, I have come to learn, is a passionate supporter of UAM, and he's always there ready to lend a hand. Mr. Gibson will bring remarks on behalf of the Board of Trustees.
I do bring the greetings of the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees to this commencement, and it is my privilege to do so. My focus is on the graduates, as I suppose it should be. You have achieved something. You have accomplished something. You have what many call grit. If you didn't have grit, you wouldn't be here. And that's what will make you a success in life, with the training provided to you by this very fine faculty. I do want you, I've consistently said this at every commencement I've attended, everywhere, that your diploma is an insurance policy. Even if you don't use it immediately, stick it in a drawer. You never know down the road of life, you know, that job that you want requires a college degree. And you pull it out of the drawer and you qualify for it and you're able to provide for your family, and which is what life is all about in the end. The other thing is, I want to hammer a little bit about a couple of things Dr. Bobbitt mentioned. Give back. Higher education is in danger. It is in danger from funding from the state and otherwise. It is in danger. And it's so important that we carry it on. And so here's what I'd like you to think about doing, okay? And by the way, my remarks are going to be short. I'm just about done. So hear this, okay? $10 a month. Send it in. Send it in to the Alumni Association, to the foundation, $10 a month. That's $120 a year. Times the tens of thousands of students, that's millions per year. Okay, just that little bit. You think about that. The other thing is you can do for your alma mater, pay your student loans. You agreed to do that when you signed up for them, didn't you? Pay them, because when you don't, it reflects poorly on our institution. And it's one other way that you can uphold this institution. Finally, my best wishes to all of you. Don't have too good a time tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Gibson. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Greg Reep, Chair of our Board of Visitors. Mr. Greg Reep is a graduate of UAM. He is a longtime mayor of Warren and state legislator. He is our newly elected chairman of the UA Foundation Fund Board, and he will now bring us remarks on behalf of the Board of Visitors.
Thank you very much. Good morning to everyone. Dr. Bobbitt, always glad to have you on this campus. As president of the university, we're pleased to see you today. Dr. Yiser, our acting chancellor, Trustee Gibson. I knew he would hit me up for money before I got out of here, and he did. But his point's well taken. To our faculty and staff, to our graduates, and all the family members and friends that are here. I never tire of being at a graduation ceremony because of what it means and what it stands for. And on behalf of the Board of Visitors of this institution, the University of Arkansas at Monticello, I congratulate all of you that will be receiving your degrees today. You've accomplished something. It means a lot to you. It will mean a lot to your family, to your communities, to our state, and indeed to our nation, because you've prepared yourself to be productive as a citizen of this country. And we're so proud of what you've done. We're so appreciative of all of our faculty and all those that have worked so hard to help you reach this milestone. It's a great day to be at UAM. It's a wonderful institution that we're all very proud of, and we wish you the best as you go forward in your lives and your careers. God bless you all from the Board of Visitors of the UAM.
Thank you, Mr. Reep. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Linda Yiser. She is the Vice Chancellor for Advancement and University Relations, and she has served UAM for approximately 25 years. And Ms. Yiser will now introduce the distinguished alumnus.
Good morning. It is indeed my pleasure to introduce this next person. Mr. Donnie D. King is the President of North American Operations and Food Service for Tyson Foods. To grasp the scope of his job, consider this. Tyson has about $42 billion in sales annually. $36 billion of that is under Mr. King's responsibility. His impressive bio is in your commencement program, and it summarizes his amazing climb up the corporate ladder. Suffice it to say that persistence and hard work have gotten him to this point, and his education at UAM was a foundation. I love to think how one of our own is making such an amazing, positive difference in the lives of so many. Indeed, he is literally helping feed the world. Not only has Mr. King had a very successful career, he's a wonderful friend to UAM. From his endowed scholarship, which has helped so many of you, to his membership in the Centennial Circle campaign, Mr. King has been a loyal supporter of UAM students and programs. And so it is my great pleasure to present to you UAM's 53rd Distinguished Alumnus, Mr. Donnie D. King.
Well, good morning, everyone. And thank you, Linda, for those very kind words. And it is my absolute privilege of being here with you today. And And as you might imagine, being back on campus stirs a number of emotions and from time spent here. It's been 31 years for me, and I thank the University of Arkansas at Monticello for giving me the opportunity, for preparing me for life and for work, and thank you so much for that. I'd also like to thank my family and my wife, Charlotte, of 30 years, and who is to my right over here, and my son, Mark, and my daughter, Kristen, and a good friend of mine, Nick Tyler, who is with us here today. As I think about this, I also have to be mindful and thankful for Dr. Rennell Eubanks, who has stepped out and really supported me through the years and been a friend to me on my journey. I'd also like to take this opportunity to share my appreciation for Dr. Jack Lassiter, who is with us today. A great supporter of mine, a friend of mine, and without him and his support, I wouldn't be with you here today. So, Dr. Lassiter, I thank you for it. Also, to the graduates, today is your day. It's about you. And I commend you and congratulate you on this journey thus far, and look forward to seeing and hearing of what you've been able to accomplish as you move through your life and through your career. Also, I'd like to thank moms. Now, if you're fortunate enough today, on this Mother's Day weekend, to be able to pick up a phone or go see your mother, take that opportunity. Take that opportunity. Much sacrifice from your parents and from your mothers especially in terms of getting you here today. Tell them you love them and thank them. And most of all, and most importantly for me, I am thankful today for the favor and the blessings of the God in which I serve. Without him, I would not be here before you today. So, thank you for all of that. And, as customary, share a few words around, and I get asked often, I get to speak to a lot of the new hires that we have into our company, and everybody wants to know, what is the key? What makes you successful? And I have enjoyed some success, and the thing I tell them more often than not is, it's not about me. It's about those people that are around you. And it starts with your family. It starts with the company in which you work and those friends that you keep. But I've thought about what I might tell you today. And I've read every business book you could imagine, from the Bible forward. And over my 33 years of leadership, I really tried to rend that down for this occasion today, of what it's all about. And for me, what it all is all about is effective communication. Being a great leader and knowing a great deal, it will only, while impressive, will only take you so far. Most of us do what we do with and through people. So a key to that is effective communication. And so if I think about what I've learned over the last several years, if you're going to be effective, you have to be simple. If you're going to be effective, don't miss the opportunities to use a picture. Pictures are worth 1,000 words. Keep it simple. You can communicate simple. You can execute simple. People can understand simple. Keep it simple. Many of you, I'm sure today, do not use email with the advent of text message and social media. But I receive a number of emails still today. And I can tell by the email that I receive who has really thought about keeping things simple. They give you the conclusion of what it is that they want you to know in the beginning, and then they support it with facts. So keep it simple. Use pictures as often as you can to be an effective communicator. Now let that sink in a little bit as you go throughout the day, but I want to read a story that is in its third printing, and it's by a guy named Robert Fulgham. He wrote it in the mid-'80s. All I really need to know, I learned in kindergarten. And as I think about keeping things simple, these are very, very true words, and they're still applicable today. So in the book, it goes like this, and I'll paraphrase some of these. These are the things I learned. Share everything. Now, you've already been invited today to give back. I would encourage you to give back to this university, to give to others. To whom much is given, much is required. Play fair. Play by the rules. Do it right. Don't hit people. People will hit you back. Don't hit them. Put things back where you found them. If you borrow something, take it back and put it back exactly where you got it from. Clean up your own mess. And this is my corollary to that. Don't make a mess, and you don't have to clean one up. Don't take things that aren't yours. Now, you can think about that in a lot of different ways, but I'd ask you today to think about that in terms of credit, in terms of taking credit for something you didn't do, or taking pride in something that you haven't accomplished. It's usually very little about you, but more about the team in which you work with. Say you're sorry when you hurt somebody. I promise you it will not kill you, but it means a lot. Live a balanced life. Learn and think, draw and paint, sing and dance, play and work some every day. And when you go out in the world, as you will today, watch out for traffic. Hold hands and stick together. There is strength in numbers. And remember the little seed in the styrofoam cup? Remember that? The roots go down, the plants go up, and nobody really knows how or why, but we all think that's really, really cool. And the goldfish and the hamsters, the white mice, and even the little seed, they will all die, and so will you. What will you do with this time you have available? And then remember Dick and Jane books, the first word you learned, the biggest word of all, look. And I challenge you today to look within. To your own self be true today. Be honest with yourself. Start there. And then look up. I'm convinced today that one of the best views in life is being on your knees looking up. And look around. Look around at the opportunities that lie before you today and take advantage of that. So thank you all. Congratulations, and may God bless you on your journey.
One UAM tradition that we have and that we enjoy is to recognize the relatives of our graduates. So I'm going to ask different groups of you to stand, and if you will, remain standing, and then we'll recognize all of you at the end. So first, will the mothers, fathers, brothers, and sisters of our graduates please stand? Now, will you please join them, the wives, husbands, and children? Will they please stand also? And last but not least, will the grandparents, aunts, uncles, and friends of the graduates that are here please stand? This university recognizes and appreciates the support and the sacrifice that all of you all have made in order for this day to be enjoyed by our graduates and to be the very special day that it is. And we just want to say thank you, and if you will, let's recognize all of them again. You may be seated. Another tradition that we have is each year we recognize all of our first generation graduates. That is, you are the first person in your family to graduate from college. So will all of our graduates who are the first in their family to receive a degree please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Now then, will all of the faculty and staff who are the first in their family to receive a degree, would they please stand and let us recognize you? I too am standing because I am a part of this group as well. One of the pleasures that I have as the provost is that I get to present the Hornaday Outstanding Faculty Member Award. This award was created by a generous donation by two alums, Dan and Charlotte Hornaday. This is UAM's most prestigious award, perhaps partly because of the $1,500 stipend and the merit, but I think more importantly is because of the selection process that is followed in order to select a winner. So we have nominations that originate from the campus at large, from faculty, staff, students. These nominations then go to a nomination committee, and so there's a large pool of people that are considered, and this nomination committee then reduces that pool down to 4. These are 4 finalists. These 4 finalists then go to the selection committee that is composed of faculty only, and they will then choose the winner of this award. In my opinion, it is an honor just to be selected in the top 4. Okay? So I'm going to ask the following people, if you will please come forward, stand up here, maybe in the front here by the stage. Dr. Kate Stewart, she's in our English program. Dr. Marcia Clayton, she's in our business program in economics. Dr. Robert Moore, also in English. And then Dr. Jeff Taylor in our math and natural sciences program, and he's a chemist. In my opinion, some of the finest teachers in this state are on this campus. And before you right now, I think that you are seeing some of the best of the best. So let's begin with Dr. Kate Stewart. Dr. Stewart, would you raise your hand so everybody knows who I'm talking about? There you go. That's Dr. Stewart, okay? In preparation for this introduction, I go into the halls and I listen outside the classroom door, and I catch some of the students as they're coming out of the classroom, and I will ask them some questions. And I ask some of the students about Dr. Stewart. See, Dr. Stewart has a southern drawl. And so whenever she speaks a little slower than some. So I asked some of the students, do you think that this gives you an advantage? After all, you have more time to take notes now. Okay, and they told me, oh, that's not true at all. In fact, one of the students said, and I couldn't help but chuckle at this, what she lacks in acceleration, she makes up for in intensity. And I thought that was cute. The students told me that Dr. Stewart is thought-provoking, that she is hard-charging, and above all, she loves her students. Now, one of her passions is Alpha Chi. Alpha Chi is a national honorary that spans all disciplines, and UAM has a chapter, and Dr. Stewart is one of the leaders of that chapter. The Star Chapter Award is the highest award given to an Alpha Chi chapter. And under Dr. Stewart's influence, ours has received the Star Chapter Award for the 9th consecutive year. And there are very few in the country that can boast of this. Next is Dr. Marcia Clayton. And whenever I visited with some of her students, they bragged about her PowerPoints, her teaching aids. And they talked about the detail and the effort that she goes into preparing them and how very, very good they are. They told me that she's well directed, she's a very good planner, and that she's a very nice person. She's willing to help you. She doesn't make you feel dumb whenever you ask what you know to be a dumb question. And they said, and one of the things that they like most about her is her dry sense of humor. You know, she teaches economics and she teaches statistics. So both of these can be, in the eyes of some, not to Dr. Clayton, of course, they can be perhaps boring. They might be a little on the dry side to some, but they told me she makes it fun. Okay, Dr. Robert Moore, would you raise your hand, please? There we go. This is Dr. Moore. One of the things that students boasted of with Dr. Moore is the tremendous amount of time that he spends with students. He mentors them as individuals. He helps them prepare for college classes. He helps them prepare for careers and moving on in life. One student told me, he says, I turn in a 4-page essay to Dr. Moore, and he will give me detailed comments on every line in that 4-page essay. He really works the students over. He devotes an awful lot of time and energy to their betterment. Another student told me, he says that once you are Dr. Moore's student, you're always his student, because he cares about you not just now, but for the future as well. And then Dr. Jeff Taylor. According to his biochemistry students, he's interesting, he's always prepared, he has a thorough understanding of all chemistries. And this is the one thing that I picked up on that multiple students bragged on, is sure, they've already had some inorganic, they've already had some organic chemistry, now they're in biochemistry, and he's able to take his biochem and relate back to different aspects in the courses that they've already had, so that he can bridge the gap, if you will, on an individual student basis. He is a very, very I'll call it strict taskmaster. He expects an awful lot out of his students, and so he is a very important part of the reason that our program enjoys 100% acceptance into medical school over the last 13 years. So I now want to announce the winner of the 2015 Hornaday Outstanding Faculty Award, and this is Dr. Jeff Taylor. And now what some will consider the most important part of our ceremony today. Will the candidates for degrees please rise when requested and remain standing? School of Education, baccalaureate degrees. Okay, I am deliberately starting at the back so that all of the moms and dads will have a chance to see the face of their student, because if I do it in reverse, the ones near the rear you won't be able to see as well. School of Computer Information Systems, baccalaureate degrees. School of Business, baccalaureate degrees. School of Arts and Humanities, baccalaureate degrees. School of Agriculture, baccalaureate degrees. Masters of Education degree in the following majors: Master of Art in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of Educational Leadership, Master of Physical Education and Coaching. And last but certainly not least, Master of Arts and Humanities degree, Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing. It is with pleasure that UAM establishes that these candidates have completed the requirements for their respective degrees as established by the faculty. Candidates, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the President of the University of Arkansas System, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Please be seated. Parents, we'll have a private photographer that will be taking still shots, and proofs will be mailed to each student's permanent home address, the one that is on file here with the university. There is no charge to the student unless he or she decides to make a purchase. For safety reasons, you will not be able to leave your seat to come down front to take photographs, and due to this restriction, UAM will purchase one 5x7 photograph, and it will be mailed with the official diploma before June the 30th. I want to also say a special thanks goes to our Director of Instructional Technology, Brian Finley. We are videotaping this complete program, and it will be available to you on a link on our homepage this next week. And if you happen to have a special someone at home, they can watch it live through the UAM homepage right now. Okay. Will the students please come forward to receive your diplomas as the names are called by the herald? I will be hooding the master's degrees. The presentation of the diplomas and the congratulatory handshakes will be extended by Mr. Gibson, President Bobbitt, and Mr. Reap. And I'll ask that all of you all would join me at the front of the stage so that we can congratulate these graduates. And Mr. Jay Hughes will assist me with the presentation of the diplomas.
Paul M. House. Jared M. Blassingame. Tarsha Rochelle Perry. Heather E. Reynolds. Melissa D. Wells. Cantrell T. Monk. Donald Russell Watts. Christopher B. Richard. Holly L. McDonald. Lindsay R. Hester. Heidi M. Flemister Durden. Katie A. Meyer. Brittany K. Harding. Carmen Michelle Anderson Johnson. Jessica N. Maggard. Peter Cruz. Brandy D. Culp. Blake Abbott. Deborah G. Morrison. Christopher Lee Johnson. Holly D. Wilson. Courtney B. Bolin. Sandra L. Powell. Patty A. Smith. Tiffany S. Davis. Jerica R. Hubbard. Richard Stephen Mann, Jr. Kimberly Thompson. Diana K. Hackney, summa cum laude. Emily A. Petty. Crystal Harrelson Sullivan. Shelby L. Minton. Dusty C. Minton. John D. Faribault. Amber D. Lawson. Amanda G. Kelly. Melody B. Taylor. Vivian Hensley White. Laura B. Brown, cum laude. Cody L. Clemens. John David G. Herron. Chad A. Morris. Stephen A. French. Charles A. McGahey. Baylor J. Dixon. Jason R. Sandine. Kenneth F. Hale. Dustin G. North, magna cum laude. Kathleen M. Waddle. Amanda K. Wood. Caitlin E. Spencer, magna cum laude. Dylan Cash Miles. John Paul Castro, magna cum laude. Grace E. Wellborn, magna cum laude. April K. Wright, summa cum laude. Jacob D. Miller. John B. Deese, cum laude. Stuart C. Coles, magna cum laude. Philip M. House. Justin D. Tidwell. Brian R. Clark. Amanda M. Ellis. Leanne R. Ellenson. Melissa A. Hartman. Elizabeth W. Borse. Matthew S. Ratcliffe. Jamaica N. Lambert. Hannah M. Gray. Hillary E. St. John. Courtney L. Farrell. Madison D. Tyson, summa cum laude. Mackenzie A. Shin, cum laude. Cassandra L. Jones. Shane A. Curry, magna cum laude. Rodney A. Hill. Ryan T. Hill. Jared M. Webb. Chelsea L. Brinton. Evan T. Job. Jacob P. Voister, cum laude. Reagan Carol Adair. Shaniqua L. Pugh, summa cum laude. Kiki L. Carter, magna cum laude. Oriel N. Neely, cum laude. Tasha D. Simpson. Jessica A. Cuba, summa cum laude. Christina M. Rini, cum laude. Jasmine N. Garnett. Emily N. Smith. Stevie D. Bolin. Caitlin B. McCool, cum laude. Hannah E. Babb, cum laude. Hannah J. Dodson, summa cum laude. Lauren F. Burton. Courtney A. Taylor, magna cum laude. Tyler E. Jones. Adrian S. Moore. Sawyer R. Gandy. Cade H. Garlington. Logan J. Johnson. James D. Robertson, cum laude. Lakeisha D. Christian. Natalie N. Ricketts, cum laude. Brianna L. Lambert. Samuel L. Leonard. Alexis M. Chaffold. Sharif J. Hudson. Laura B. Raper, cum laude. Reagan E. Bickley. Haley N. Woods. Cody A. Dutton. Jacob A. Hayes, cum laude. Matthew M. Gavin. Keith D. Chambliss. Matthew T. Pierce. Joel T. Gullidge. Hannah D. Swaim. Brian S. Slaughter Jr. Samuel M. Stevens. Kobe L. Williams. Haley L. Harper. Brent A. Wood. J. H. Morgan. Christy N. Birchfield. Christopher D. Gladney. Alicia C. Kelly. Matthew D. Dunlap, cum laude. Huey Wing, cum laude. Jonathan M. Hayes. Greg L. Payne. Channing C. Tharp, magna cum laude. Hannah R. Pendley, cum laude. Brianna L. Doherty. Anthony O'Shea Caesar. Annie Andreas E. Levine. Brandy S. Carroll, cum laude. Raya J. McWright, magna cum laude. Takambri K. Green. Shannon L. Carter. Bertie Van Jr. Allison F. Marshall. Bailey M. Simpson, magna cum laude. Derek L. Tucker, cum laude. Leroy Hood Sr. Drew Sutherland, cum laude. Tusulava G. Kuwaya. Meredith L. Day, cum laude. Marion C. Mulliken. Lindsay D. Hankins. Samantha G. Mann. Katie Colbert. Megan J. Spencer. Andrea M. Martin, cum laude. Sarah M. Connor. Chastity B. Hamilton. Christian G. Stowe. Sammy Joe Chappell, cum laude. Brianna K. Taylor, summa cum laude. Lanice F. Edwards. Timmy Singleton. Destiny D. McNeil. Brittany N. Winningham, cum laude. Amanda L. Smith, summa cum laude. Jacqueline R. Nelson, summa cum laude. Krista N. Cotton. Amy N. Momsen. Christina J. Thurman. Leah K. Vandiver, cum laude. Jason R. Handley. Lori E. McCowan. Mackenzie R. Rush. Kathleen Couch. Richard D. Snyder. Blake E. Hogue. Tyler J. Carruthers. Alexander R. Lang. Reagan T. Wise. Christian R. Dragna.
Okay, this is their day, so let's give them one more round of applause. Miss Linda Yiser will now come forward and confer your alumnus status.
The University of Arkansas at Monticello Alumni Association resolution reads, "Be it known that the 2015 graduates, having complied with the requirements of the University of Arkansas at Monticello, are granted a one-year membership in the University of Arkansas at Monticello Alumni Association with all rights, privileges, and obligations which graduation from this university imposes. I now confer upon you official alumnus status and welcome you to the membership of your University of Arkansas at Monticello Alumni Association. Congratulations.
I'll ask Miss Debbie Gassaway to escort our special guest to the exit at this time. After we sing, the alma mater will be led by the platform members, followed by the faculty and then the graduates out of the field house. All guests, please remain in your seats until the last graduate has exited. In 2009, UAM celebrated its centennial, and since that time, well, at that time, we established the slogan that creating a century of opportunity was what UAM was all about. By doing a little math, it looks like that perhaps you are the 105th graduating class, with the first graduating class being in 1911. Graduates, I too hope that you will proudly display your diploma, and then whenever you look at your diploma in the future, that you will remember the trustees, the faculty, the legislators, the parents, the siblings, your fellow classmates, and all those that made this graduation possible, and that you will say thank you for the educational opportunities that was made possible here at UAM. Faculty, at the completion of this ceremony, please exit the building. Do not form the walk of scholars like we have done in the past. So please stand and join us in singing our alma mater. It will be led by Dr. Kent Skinner, Professor of Music and Director of Choral Activities. And thank you to one and all for being here for this very special celebration.
Please join me in singing the alma mater. On our city's southern border, reared against the sky, proudly stands our alma mater as the years go by. Forward ever be our watchword, conquer and prevail. Hail to thee, our alma mater, UAM all hail. Cherished by her sons and daughters, memory sweet shall throng round our hearts, O alma mater, as we sing thy song. Forward ever be our watchword, conquer and prevail. Hail to thee, our alma mater, UAM all hail. Through the years, O alma mater, memory sweet shall throng round our hearts, our alma mater, as we sing our song. Forward ever be our watchword, conquer and prevail. Hail to thee, our alma mater, you